plays out there.
And it also shows you the importance of intelligence as a defender because he has been a nightmare on the ball.
A big group substitution here for the East. Drummond's checked in for George. Wash comes in for Anthony. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Lowry in for Dwayne Wade. And so here is Chicago, trailing by 4. For 3, Kerr. And DeMar DeRozan pulls it down. Kukoc with the steal. In transition, here come the Bulls. Kerr can't hit.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
DeRozan's shot is good.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Now here's Bosch. And the 3 off target. They play the clock right, they can go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
And it's sent back by Drummond. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And DeMar DeRozan the bucket on the assist by Lowry. DeRozan's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But boy, that was a nice job.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea, Kevin. I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
That's 4 turnovers out of them already. Sloppy play in the early going.
And, Greg, it'll be a long day for them if they keep this up.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. We've got .13 seconds left to play in the first. quarter. Wall attacking. The wide open look here for Anthony. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Pippen. Here's Simpkins. Oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
And he beats the buzzer to end the quarter.
Terrific.
Get ready for your East All-Star Dance Pack. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the East All-Stars.
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. Pippen is out there with Dennis Rodman. Then it's Michael Jordan. Then it's Kerr. And it's Longley in at the 5 spot. They get it back. Rodman. And it's sent back by George. Here's Wall. Butler passes to Wall. Back to Butler. Down low. Millsap dishes to Butler. 11 feet away. Bosch kicks to Butler. Just 5 to shoot. The East All-Stars need to get another shot. A nice shot by George.
Great pass by Bosch there.
Deflects the pass. And we played through the first... minute here in the second. Longley up top. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Quick hands on the steal and just mad high.
For them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive attack. Basketball at both ends.
You know, he just like every other coach can't stand when the defense gives up points on the inside. And boy, are they struggling in there.
Yeah, well, they're getting pummeled in there. So you've got to figure out a way to make some adjustments to try to change that around, and that's why he needed the timeout.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls was going over in his huddle. He was intent on running the offense through Jordan. When Coach addressed the guys in the huddle, his message was clear. Quote, he's who we want getting the bulk of the touches. He is who we want making our decisions. He said also that their offense needs to be a patient one. He told them, don't rush things. Use as much of that shot clock as you need to. Being in the position they're in, probably a smart move to go to the clipboard and switch things up while we're still in the first half. Kevin?
Thank you, Doris. Outside Thomas. The dish now to Bosch. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
And the dunk by Jordan.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Here's Harper. Foul call that time. On the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Dwayne Wade's checked in for Jimmy Butler. Second free throw, no good. Now it's Next time it's running, he can go all the way. And it's Wade with the jam.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Harper the pass to Jordan. And it's sent back by Bucks. And they get it back.
East All-Stars foul call. Wade. That's his second personal foul.
Bulls shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Dennis Rodman at the line.
No good on the free throw. And he sinks the second.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the strike, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
James checked in for the East. Lowry comes in for Isaiah Thomas.
Timeout, East All-Stars.
And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here.
Yeah, soft.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter. Posts. Rotate over and make your presence felt. Quit being so soft.
With some changes, Chris Bosh is checked in for Andre Drummond, and it's Butler in for DeMar DeRozan. And a change for the Bulls, Steve Kerr's checked in for Ron Harper. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. They've led by as many as 11 points. Outside Jordan. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Jordan's got 7.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
And stolen by Jordan. For the finish, LeBron with the block. Out of bounds, Bulls ball. Chicago keeps possession. The drive by Jordan. The shot goes down and gets this game back to even. Jordan's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
Lowry dishes to Butler. Here's LeBron. No good. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
So it's Chicago now. They get it back. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match. That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Kukoc for 3. And it's Kukoc again missing.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
It's stolen by Lowry. Looking to end the...
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatic.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
Yeah, hey. He's an athlete, and I can't fault him for that one, although if he missed it, I might have.
1:46 left to play in the first half. And stolen by Butler.
That's really a good picture of what not to do on those last 2 possessions. They're being way too casual with the ball.
It's going to cost them if they keep it up. They need to get back to playing smart basketball.
Snatched up. Jordan. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
And the East All-Stars call time in.
Well, you got to put a body on your man when the shot goes up. That's just fundamental basketball. They're giving up way too many offensive rebounds.
Millsap's checked in for LeBron. Anthony comes in for Butler. And Georgia subbed in for Kyle Lowry. The Bulls also changing it up. Pippen's checked in for Rodman. Harper comes in for Jordan. And Smith subbed in for Steve Kerr.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
The 3, Pippen. And it's Wade with the rebound. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. They've led by as many as 11 points. And good on the basket. And it's a 5-point East All-Star lead. And turnovers have been the issue for them.
Yeah, it sure has been the case. I mean, turnovers are like missing breakfast. Eventually, it's going to cost you.
Well, I've always thought that it was good to maybe miss a breakfast or two, but that's another story. Anyhow, you can see the coaches have gotten into them a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
That drops.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had early.
A nice shot by Jordan.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And clearly it's about how poorly the defense has played. They've got to close out faster. And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
And it's Chicago with the rebound. Paul George with the steal. The 3. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
What a humongous shot to cap their run going into the break.
And so we wrap up the first half. East All-Stars lead.
Get ready to go.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game.
Well, how about Paul George in this? He's got 14 points, and he's added to his numbers by hitting 4 shots from the three-point line.
And really now you can tell the defense starting to have second thoughts in terms of how they're going to play him. That's 12 points from long range.
They've got Dwayne Wade. Paul George is out there with Anthony. And it's LeBron James. And it's Lowry in at the point guard position. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. And it's Jordan slamming it down.
Rising up and hammering it home. That could... could be just what they need to pick their energy up.
Wow, it definitely got the guys on the bench on their feet. How do you say that for them? Man, oh man, was that
And no
fun.
doubt about it, guys. That's one of those plays that will pick up his teammates. A lot of times, a play like that is just what you need to get the adrenaline flow for your team.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. Wade from outside. Longley grabs the miss. Bulls trail by 15. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Ooh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room. And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Paul George really making a difference here.
He's been locked in from...
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for the East. And a change for the Bulls. Wennington's checked in. Now here's Jordan. He's got 13.
Timeout for the Bulls.
Yeah, it's got to be concerned with all the missed shots here. And every team goes through cold streaks. You just got to figure out a way to stay productive.
And the best way to do that when you're missing shots is to get to the foul line. Be aggressive, get to the foul line and knock down some of those freebies, and the tide can turn for you.
Timeout for the Bulls.
Chicago calls timeout. Paul George really making a difference here.
He's in one heck of a groove with his scoring. They're going to talk it over and try to figure out how to slow him down.
Get ready for yours.
It's stolen by DeRozan. And here we go. George heading to the hoop. Drops in the tray off the fast break. George has got 20.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Buries it from three-point range. George has got 9 points now in just the second half.
Great outside shooting. Fueling this run.
Then the D is getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down the least bit. Yeah, real nice shot selection there. I guess he's working on his buzzer beater form.
That's a reach, but perhaps that is the case. Or maybe he was trying to knock a bird off of the scoreboard.
Is about right. Because I still can't figure that one out.
No, and I see no birds up there.
No.
Pippen for three. That's good. Pippen's got 9.
And how about that? Responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth. Here we go.
And 3 from Jordan. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
And DeRozan kicks to LeBron. From past the arc. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, you know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
And that one's good by Pippen.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
And it's James missing.
There are going to be times, I think, when it's okay to take a shot like that, but not on that possession.
Well, when would the times be, partner? Well, I'll get back to you later. The only excuse for a shot like that is if you're trying to beat the buzzer. That's the only time you can justify it. He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
Pippen with it. George picks him up. And Pippen with the basket. The assist by Harper. Pippen's got 8 points here in this quarter.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break. Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
Timeout called East All-Stars. A big group substitution here for the East. Andre Drummond's checked in for LeBron. Millsap comes in for Carmelo Anthony. John Wall's checked in for George. And Thomas subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Tony Kukoc, he's checked in for Chicago. Kerr comes in for Ron Harper. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing. And just because you can make it from outside doesn't mean you need to live there.
Not that far out anyway, Greg. I mean, he can work for a better shot than that.
The shot's good from George.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Those three-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up. That's a weapon they've been allowed to use at will today.
Yeah, the defense struggling to take that away from them.
Kukoc for three, and again it's the Bulls from deep.
For three.
We've got 1:28 left to play in the third. From deep, Wall, and that one's good. Wall's got 6.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
And, Greg, I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I hate to see teams get conservative with the lead. As long as they're good shots, take them. And as long as they're flawless, continue to take them.
And the East All-Stars making a change here. Wade's checked in, and Chicago also making a switch. Longley's checked in. Thomas, no luck. So it's Chicago now. Here's Kerr, and count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the East All-Stars.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, and the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and in bunches.
Wasted no time on that one. Thomas got his first.